Hey Tori, Jeremy here with the video I promised you, showing you how you can beat out your competition on Google. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can do yourself to improve your rankings and show you how we do it as well. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is content. Okay, content is king. Google likes to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page of a site and about 500 to 750 on each service page. Okay. Since you're in the furniture industry, though, it's a little bit different because you're more of an e-commerce type of site, which normally you have more content on the back pages than the home page. And Google recognizes that, okay? So let's go ahead and go through and check out your content just kind of on your home page, just kind of see what you have here. You don't seem to have a lot here, but like I said, that's kind of normal in an e-commerce industry like yours. I noticed your phone number right here is not click to call though. That's actually an easy fix. If you go in there and make a link to it and put TEL : before the number, and it really doesn't matter how the number is formatted. It works pretty much any way you put it in there, I've noticed. And then it will be like when somebody goes on mobile, it'll be click to call, okay? So next thing I'm going to talk about is your backlinks. Okay, so right now you only have one backlink coming from one referring domain. You're only showing up for 6 keywords, and you're only getting 32 traffic a month, which is actually, with these numbers right here, that's actually kind of high. But what we want to do is we want to get this in the hundreds so you can get more customers in your store and more money in your pocket. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what keywords you are showing up for. So these right here are branding, gate furniture, furniture gate. Okay. Lyonsgate condo. Okay. Maybe it's because you have the gate in your, so furniture gate, because you got gate in your name that you're showing up for those. But the only thing that you're even showing up on the first page for is your branding. You're not even showing up for any other words right now. Okay. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about your competitors. So I did a Google search for furniture stores Indianapolis, which actually gets about 1,500 searches every month just for this keyword. Okay, so first thing you see usually is ads. In this case, we're not seeing any ads, which is odd actually with that kind of volume. Then you see the Google Map Pack, which we'll talk about here a little bit later. And then you see the organic listings. So the top organic listing, and they're even beating out Yelp, is Kittles.com. So let's go ahead and take a look at them and see what they're doing. Okay, so first thing when we pull them up, they've got a pop-up up, but they're a very well-known store. Okay, so them having a pop-up, it's actually good for them because they've got brand recognition. Okay, if you don't have good brand recognition yet, a pop-up can actually run your customers away. So there's kind of like a fine line on when you should start doing pop-ups or not. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at their site. It's nice and wide. I do like that. But I'm not seeing any content. There's some content right there, a little bit on the homepage. But in this industry, you're not going to see a lot of content on the homepage because it's more of a store site. Because you're going to be able to go to the store sections and go look at the things that they have. Okay. I don't see, they've got contact us here, but they don't have their phone number just like right there. But they do have book an appointment. So really, it's not their content or their web design that's making them beat you out. So let's go ahead and take a look at their backlink record. See this right here? See all these big numbers right here? This is why they're beating you. Okay. Right now they've got 3,000 backlinks coming from 527 domains, and they're getting ranked for almost 15,000 different keywords. Okay, it doesn't mean they're ranking number one or even on first page. It just means that's how many Google is finding them for. Okay, and that's throughout their whole site. Okay, and they're getting 18,000 traffic every single month. And now this is for the whole site of Kittles.com, which I think is a nationwide company. Okay, so and they've got a URL rating of 37 and a domain rating of 29, which is actually pretty low for a nationwide company. So one of the things we like to do is we like to actually go into these backlinks. And instead of going into the backlinks, it's actually easier to go into the referring domains because we can actually see which domains they are. And what we do is we export this entire list. And we find out which ones are the good ones. Like this one right here that's giving them 103 backlinks. That's only got a domain rating of 6, and it's getting only 80 traffic. That's not really a good one. This one's only got a domain rating of 0. However, this one right here with a domain rating of 54 with 875 traffic giving them 43 links, yeah, we definitely want to go after that one. Okay. So that's basically what we do. It's like a copy and paste. This is a big popularity contest. You know, like when you're in school, if the most popular kid talked positively about you to the other kids, you became popular as a result. Well, it's the same thing here. Okay. So the last thing we're going to talk about though is we're going to talk about this map pack. This actually has a ranking factor to it, and there's actually a number of things that go into this ranking. One is the star rating, the number of reviews you have. But beyond that, you have to have your profile filled out completely too. Make sure that you have your name in the business name in there, the address, the phone number. Make sure you have plenty of pictures in each section for the pictures, and make sure your pictures are labeled correctly as well. Speaking of labeling pictures, I'm actually going to pull up something. I don't know if your competitor is doing it or not. It might be hard to do it because they've got all their pictures and links. So it might be hard to see this right now. Let me see if I can't find a picture that's not in a link. Let's see if it'll let me. Okay, here we go. Save link as. So current promotions.inc. Is anybody looking for current promotions? Probably not. So let's try another one real quick. Save would be save link as. I don't think that's working. Brands.inc. Yeah, so nobody's looking for those words, and Google reads those words. Okay, so so back to the map pack. You want to do the same thing with the pictures in your map pack. Make sure you're naming your pictures with keywords that you want to be found for. Okay, because Google reads that. And then the last, but probably the most important thing is to make sure that you're signing up for citations. Now, citations are basically directory listings like Yellow Pages, Super Pages. Those are some of the big ones. YP.com. Signing up for those, and it's basically just name, address, phone number. It's not necessarily a link, at least not a do follow link. You know, you get better quality of those. Same with backlinks. The more quality you have, the better off you'll be. Higher quality, and plenty of them, and you'll be ranking in this map pack in no time. Okay, that's pretty much it for this overview. If you apply these steps correctly, you'll be ranking in no time, getting more customers in your door and more money in your pocket. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me.